White plays pawn to d4. Black plays pawn to d5. White plays pawn to c4. Black plays pawn to e6. White plays knight to f3. Black plays knight to f6. White plays pawn to d5. Black plays pawn to d5. White plays knight to c3. Black plays pawn to c6. White plays bishop to f4. Black plays bishop to f5. White plays knight to h4. Black plays knight to h5. White plays knight to f5. Black plays knight to f4. White plays pawn to g3. Black plays knight to e6. White plays pawn to e3. Black plays knight to d7. White plays queen to b3. Black plays queen to b6. White plays queen to c2. Black plays pawn to g6. White plays knight to h4. Black plays bishop to g7. White plays bishop to g2. Black plays king to g8. White plays king to g1. Black plays rook to e8. White plays knight to f3. Black plays rook to c8. White plays rook to e1. Black plays knight to f6. White plays rook to c1. Black plays pawn to c5. White plays pawn to c5. Black plays rook to c5. White plays queen to e2. Black plays queen to c6. White plays knight to d2. Black plays knight to d7. White plays knight to b3. Black plays bishop to c3. White plays pawn to c3. Black plays rook to c3. White plays queen to d2. Black plays rook to c1. White plays rook to c1. Black plays queen to a6. White plays bishop to d5. Black plays knight to f6. White plays bishop to g2. Black plays rook to d8. White plays queen to b2. Black plays knight to e8. White plays knight to d2. Black plays queen to e2. White plays rook to c2. Black plays queen to d1. White plays knight to f1. Black plays pawn to b6. White plays rook to d2.